In this video, I'm going to share with you one simple trick in order to lose weight and do it really fast. Hey Wellness Warrior, I'm Dr. Zyrowski, and a lot of people have weight loss on the mind right now. And unfortunately, when we start thinking about losing weight, we think about all the complex ways that we can do it. But the reality is we forget about this simple thing. So today I'm going to share with you a really simple trick in order to start losing weight fast. And if you just do this, you're going to get extremely far. And the reality is that it's estimated over like 42% of people are falling into the obese category. If you look at the levels of insulin resistance and fatty liver and fatty pancreas, I mean, it's alarming. So we all need to focus on this. Even me, I think about this very same concept I'm going to share with you. And that's talking about blood sugar. What is your blood sugar doing? Okay. If your blood sugar is high, it raises a fat-storing hormone called insulin. And if insulin is high, then we cannot lose weight. So our main goal, if we want to lose weight, is to drive down insulin and also to drive down our blood sugar. So what we have to do is we have to think about every action we take throughout the day in the context of how can we keep our blood sugar low? How can we keep our insulin low? So when you go to consume a drink, look at it. Does it have sugar? Is that going to promote fat loss or help you lose fat? Okay, so we want to make sure that we're not drinking sugary drinks. Now we can look at the foods that we're eating. Is it a carbohydrate that's going to raise insulin? Okay, just remember, we have to look at it through that lens. If it's raising insulin, if it's raising blood sugar, it's not helping us in our goal. So if we really want to lose fat, we cut out the sugar from our diet. We cut out those carbohydrates from our diet. And we look at everything and every action we take from that perspective of, will it raise my blood sugar? Now, we're not going to be perfect all the time, so there's some other things that we can do in order to help us drive down blood sugar, right? Because we aren't always going to have the perfect meal because we don't live in a perfect world. So if we were wanting to drive down our blood sugar, what are some things that we could do? Well, if you maybe ate a meal that was a little bit higher in carbohydrates, one of the things you could do is just go start moving, right? Go and get some steps in, go for a fast-paced walk, get your 10,000 steps in throughout the day. Let's say you have a bad day and you consumed more sugar or carbs than you wanted to. One of the easy ways to really counteract that is just start moving. So get your steps in, go for a run, go for a walk, and it's going to counteract that. What's another way that we could really drive down blood sugar? Well, that would be fasting. Fasting's excellent at pushing down our blood sugar. And in fact, if you're suffering from like insulin resistance, it's a great way to just push the sugar down, push the insulin down continually. And just doing simple fasting methods like 16 and 8 is a great way to drive it down. So once again, we're thinking about what is our blood sugar doing when we're eating our foods and then through the actions that we're taking. And we know that we can use some of these other methods like walking and running and fasting in order to push it down a little bit further. But let's say that even further from that, we were like, what else could we do to shove down some blood sugar? We could use things like apple cider vinegar. That's going to help. We could use some natural supplementation like berberine. That's very good at driving down blood sugar. And the more we can drive down blood sugar, the faster we can lose weight, the faster that you can reach your goals. And so as you move into this strategy of trying to lose weight, remember, what is that food going to do to my blood sugar? Is it a piece of fruit? Well, the answer is if you pick up a big old container of pineapple, it's going to raise your blood sugar, right? So maybe we'll stick to some like micronutrient dense, low glycemic berries instead. If you are going to a friend's house and they serve you pizza, what is that going to do to my blood sugar? So always look at everything that you're doing. It's like, does this help me achieve my goals or counteract my goals? And I know that sometimes we can look at these things and we go, well, if we have to avoid all these foods, the sugar and a lot of these different carbs, what are we supposed to eat? I'm telling you, simplify this whole thing. Eat meat and vegetables. Focus on meat and vegetables, and it's going to take you so far, okay? Now, when you want to lose weight, if you look at everything from the context of what is it going to do to my blood sugar, you'll be at your goal in no time. If you enjoyed this video, I bet you'll love this one next.